Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. It is toward the end of July 2025. That's almost 5.5 years of Torah every single weekday morning, finding each other from every corner of the world to say good morning, to say hi, to learn some Torah, to lift each other up. Today is broadcast 1354. It is day 661 since October 7th. Let's take a breath, see who's here, say good morning, Karen and Natalie, and to a few more friends, and then we'll start with a bracha, and we'll learn some Torah. Arlene, good to see you. Hineni, my friend. Catherine, sending love to you in Australia. Hope that you are well. Emily, welcome. You made it to Facebook. So glad you're here. Jack, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Carl. All right, sending you all of my best. Let's take a breath, sing a bracha, we'll learn some Torah. Hi, Amy. Hi, Tara. Ya la 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 la, today I la la la, today I la 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 la, I la la la, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah hafoch ba v'hafoch ba la'asok b'divrei Torah. Today I lie, 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 lie. Today I lie, lie, lie. Today I lie, 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 lie. I lie, lie. Good morning, everyone. It's broadcast 1354. It is day 661 since October 7th. There's a lot to talk about. We begin a new book of the Torah this week, the book of Devarim. We'll talk about that in a moment. We're also in the middle of the 9 days, a sad period of time leading up to the day of Tisha B'Av on the Jewish calendar. And that Tisha B'Av, that unbelievable 9th day of the month of Av, requires a different kind of emotional mindset. Harold is here. He asked a moment ago of me when we were going to begin reviewing Rabbi Alan Liu's book, Yes, This Is Real and You Are Completely Unprepared, where he charts the journey from Tisha B'Av to Rosh Hashanah. Once Tisha B'Av happens, Saturday night and Sunday, that's when I'll begin looking at the book and doing a little bit of reading from there. But for now, friends, I wanted to share an experience from yesterday and then a bracha from this week's Parsha. Last week, we closed the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers, and we recounted the 42 steps in the desert that 2 generations of our ancestors took so that we could get to the edge of entering the land. What's amazing about that is here we are at the beginning of a remembrance. Because after all, the book of Deuteronomy, the book of Devarim, is named as such in the Greek, right, Deuteronomos, because it is Moshe's remembering of the journey. The journey has already happened, at least chronologically in the history of the telling, and the rest of the Torah, the entire book of Deuteronomy, is Moshe remembering how the journey went. And here we are during the 9 days remembering also parts of our people's journey. Well, yesterday, on day 660, I and my wife, Neshama, joined the Hostages and Missing Families Forum, as they have every week for the last 21 plus months, to join at Central Park to pray for healing and for the return of the hostages. The Israelites in the Torah are just about to enter, but they have been for a long time, and we will be waiting until the end of the Torah to enter the Promised Land. There's no direct comparison, but I felt it in my head and in my soul as we stood saying the same things, chanting the same chants, looking at the same precious faces as we have for 661 days now, begging for their release, demanding their release, praying for their release, singing for their release. Our ancestors were just about to realize the promise. and they had to tell the story again. Here we are during the 9 days, telling part of our story again, the hardest parts. May we be blessed, friends, that these 9 days be the only hard part, ritually, of these 9 days. That tomorrow we should find our beloveds back in our arms, back in our care. The world does not seem to make that probable, but we as a people have prayed for harder things. Some of them have been realized. May this one be realized too, as we remember again and again, especially our beloved 50. A friend wrote that the last 2 years or so have felt like a slow Tisha B'Av walk. Many moments of that have been true, but I'll give you one glimmer of light that came across my social media feed. Ofer Calderon, who was held for more than 440 days, remember when he was welcomed into freedom, his bicycle club, his cycling club in Tel Aviv, greeted him, and he was on the road on his wheels again. Well, just today, he finished the Tour de France. There is power here, friends. There is power here. May they all be home. Take a breath, sing with me. As we sing Hatikva, send your hearts to the east. May they all be home now. Bring them home now. Kol hod balevav pnima nefesh Yehudi homiya ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia on lo avda tikvateinu hatikva bat shnot alpayim liot am chofshi be'atzeinu eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim liot am chofshi be'atzeinu eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai.